everyone, it's Bridget from Bree Book Reviews, and you are watching part 2 of my 3-part book haul. For the manga haul, I've decided to split it up by, sort of by genre-ish. So I split up most of the shounen and seinen into one haul, and then I have a lot of shoujo. I don't know why, I just felt really nostalgic for a lot of the shoujo that I used to read, because when I was younger that was basically all I read. That and yaoi and shonen ai, which don't know if you guys knew that, but I used to read a lot of that. I decided to either try to pick up a lot of the novels for series that I've had on my shelf for a really long time, or picking up new shoujo that I've read a little bit of but haven't owned and felt like owning, blah 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 blah. Mostly because of the promotion that Barnes & Nobles was running for Viz manga, and that was buy 2 and get the 3rd free. I went crazy over that and got a lot of stuff. So I'll try to be as quickly as possible, because even with splitting this up as I did, there's still a lot of them. So the first 7 I have here are all continuations or middle parts of series that I own, and for some reason am either missing like in between novels or later novels. And the first 4 here are volumes 9 through 12 of SA by Maki Minami, and we have volume 9, volume 10, volume 11, volume 12. I own up to volume 8 of this series, and it's a pretty long series. I remember just loving it. I have not picked it back up since high school, but I know I liked it, and I do want to reread the series very soon and continue collecting it. So because of the deal that was going on with the Viz manga, I decided to go ahead and pick up some more volumes of it. It is a high school slice of life drama about a girl who has always been the number 2 in the school as far as grades and club stuff goes. She's always been right behind this one guy, so she's decided that he's her rival. Mostly comedic. If you've read Host Club, you'll really love this. It turns into a cute little romance story between the 2 characters, but since she sees him as a rival for the majority of it, they're kind of mean to each other, but they are also friends. It's kind of like your typical shoujo, but I really like it, and it's cute, so I had to pick it up. I then picked up volume 10 of Beauty Pop by Kyoko Arai, and this one actually came with stickers. I didn't even realize it until I saw ones with stickers. It's so adorable. Aww. This is a series, again, that I've had for a very long time, and when I went to look at my shelves just to see if there was any other volume stuff that I was missing, I noticed that I was missing the last volumes. It is about a salon school, so kids that are going to be hairdressers, and it's also a cute romance between these 2 characters here. Another thing I like about this series is that a lot of these series don't show the future, like a good epilogue about them later on in life, and this one does, and I thought that was a really nice touch to the manga, and I really enjoyed it. Funny thing is, though, I thought I was only missing volume 10, but I looked again at my shelf when I went to go put this up there and saw that I'm also missing volume 8, so I still need to pick that up. And then the last 2 that I picked up kind of just to fill the gaps in some of my series are volume 3 and volume 5 of Monkey High by Shoko Akira. This is a really cute shoujo series about these 2 characters who start dating in high school, and it's a little bit different because it's not like a story about either one of them pining over the other for a little while. It's like the relationship starts in the very beginning, and it's kind of how their relationship grows, and I really like that, and it's something that's very relatable to a lot of audiences, and it's nice to see the build of the relationship after they're in it instead of how they get to it. This next series I read online a really long time ago, and I think I only read like the first volume, the equivalent to the first volume. I went into like a manga slump where I didn't read any manga for many years actually, and so when I saw that it had been released, I decided to start collecting it, and that series is Dawn of the Arcana or Arcana by Rei Toma. And so we have volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, and volume 5. From what I remember, it is about this character here. It is a fantasy shoujo, and there's a lot of magic elements involved in this, as well as a relationship, because obviously it's a shoujo. It's how she eventually forms a relationship with the guy that she's forced to marry, and about the fact that her country and his country are fighting right now, and it's the whole reason why she was forced into the marriage, and it's kind of the conflict between the two warring sides, and it just sounds like something that I'm totally into reading right now. This next shoujo series is one that I picked up based off of recommendation from Melissa of Melissa Books. I will leave a link to her channel down below. She absolutely loves this series, and it's one of her very, very favorite, so it's not one that really sounded interesting to me, but from all of the hype that she was putting on it, I just had to pick it up, and that is Voiceover Seiyuu Academy by Maki Minami. So I got volumes 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. Only thing I know about this series is that it is about a Seiyuu Academy, which seiyuu in Japanese means voiceover. It's people who do voiceovers for anime and other cartoon stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I'm kind of in like a shoujo mood right now, so I want to pick this up since it's one I haven't read before. A lot of the shoujo manga that I've picked up, I've at least read the first 1 or 2 volumes, and this is a newer series for me that I've never picked up before. The next shoujo series I picked up is Kami-sama Kiss by Julieta Suzuki, and we have volumes 1, volume 2, and volume 3. I picked up this series a very, very long time ago and then tried to watch a couple episodes of the anime, and I know that season 2 just aired, so I decided to go ahead and re-pick it up because I honestly don't remember anything about it, only that it's a shoujo and it's about gods, and that's it. That's all I know. Then the final 6 manga here are all from the same series, which again, I know I've read at least a little bit of, but I don't remember it at all. And the only reason I picked up 6 volumes of it was purely the covers. Honestly, I really don't know if I'm gonna like this all that much, but that is Ore-sama Teacher by Izumi Tsubaki, and I picked up volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, and volume 6. And again, I purely picked it up for the covers. I thought they were really cute and they're very colorful, and honestly I just thought they would look really nice on my shelf. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this series because I'm pretty positive I've read this before. It's like one of those things like you think you read it, but it's been so long. Well, again, another series that we'll just have to see if my memory returns to me as I'm reading it. That was all for the shoujo portion. Stay tuned for the final and 3rd part, which is going to be all seinen and shounen, with a couple shoujo that I split up on purpose, and you'll see why in the next video, so stay tuned for that. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!